What's up, guys? What's up, guys? My name is Jens St. J. Thank you for watching another episode of All Things Guitar 101. Today I want to touch on some more basic stuff, some very beginner stuff, but I think it's very important. Every time I give a lesson or anything like that, it's always one of the first things I always want to show people how to do, and it's understanding very basics of picking. Um, and so basically, what I'd like to show you here um, is that when you first are trying to do some picking stuff, the best picking exercises there's flat picking, which most people are familiar with. Just down, right, down, 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 down. Down is good. It has a certain type of sound to it. When you put a chord to it, it has a certain feel. It has definitely a certain style to it. Now, but the thing is there's also another type of picking, which is alternate picking and stuff like that. Because when you're down picking, you can only go so fast down picking. So you have to resort to what's called alternate picking, which is down and then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. And then you can go faster from there. So there's two things that if you want to start learning how to, gosh, how should I start picking? Do both. But like I said, you always want to. You don't even need to do anything here. You can just hold the neck here, and just like what I did when I first started, I would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pick all the strings down. And if you Now, it's not very musical, and it can be very boring. But it's very crucial to be able to pick each string individually, and so you always want to be able to and then stop the sound. You can stop the sound, pick it, stop it, pick it, stop it, pick it, stop it, pick it, stop it, so it doesn't ring out like. That's good. You know what I mean? But also be sure to try it doing stopping as well. Now you can also kind of make that kind of cool. You could be like. You can do stuff like that. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. As opposed to, you know what I mean. I would rather sit and do, and you're still getting your right hand thing going on here, but it's just not just like, you know what I mean. So you can definitely do both. I'm just saying, if you want to spice it up and be a little interesting, that's what I would do. And it's kind of groovy. You can kind of get that funk thing going on. So, other than that, alternate picking. Very cool, very awesome, very important. So, when you're alternate picking, remember, you want to hit the string down, and then you want to come back up and do an upstroke. And you can do this with all the strings as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do them as many times as you want. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever, you know what I mean? So that's very cool as well. And a good thing that I do to warm up my right hand a lot is I'll just stay on. I'll do it like a long time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then I'll go to another string. and that'll help me warm up. You know, kind of an extended. And it also helps when you're alternate picking, when you're trying to do the speed. I found the more you pull your wrist back, the tighter the string is, because the bridge is right here. Your bridge is right here, and there's a lot of tension right here as opposed to right here. Here you can push the string down, and it's like very floppy, so to speak. But when you do come back here towards the bridge, there's not a lot of flop. So that's why it depends. You'll see me when I'm playing, or a lot of guitar players for that matter, when they're starting to pick really fast, they'll move their wrist back here because there's more tension back here. You can go faster. Now if you go up here, it's like, you can do it, but it's just like, it's more of a pain. You know, it's just you can get a lot better coming down here. So that's another good thing to keep in mind when you're trying to increase your speed of doing alternate picking. Up here, if you're trying to do it up here, like I said, you're going to have a hard time because there's a lot of flop. There's a lot of string flop. So do it down here. But you also want to make, like I said, make sure to take it nice and easy while you're doing your alternate picking. And you can also do string skipping with that as well. Very cool technique. It's a very hard technique when you're trying to do alternate picking string skipping, where you're just like down, up on the D string, third string. So I'm picking on this E string and the D string here. Down, up on the D string. That's cool technique, but it's very tricky. But you can get some really cool stuff with that. So also practice, you know, down, up, and then jump a string. It'll get your hand used to. You that? So it's really cool, but you got to take it slow because, like I said, that's where you're going to fumble if you're going to be doing some really fast stuff. That stuff's cool, but it's, you know, you have to train your right hand to jump between your strings. So, to recap what we talked about, flat picking, practice each string down, and then also practice alternate picking down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up on each string, right? And you can do it a long time if you want. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 1. And another thing we talked about, the farther back you go, the faster you can go because there's more tension by the bridge here, as opposed to up here where it's really floppy. So keep that in mind, and I hope that helps you out with training the very basics of picking and different, you know, flat picking versus alternate picking and stuff like that. So thank you for watching All Things Guitar 101. Again, my name is Jens St. J. And have a rockin' day, and be sure to freaking shred.